Hi there, we are Scott Morgans and Georgia Lilley. We're both health coaches with Primary Care Wirral. Today's National Fitness Day and we thought we'd celebrate by bringing you a little energy boosting workout that can be done at home or at work and doesn't take a great deal of time to do. The workout will start off with a little bit of mobility and some warm-up exercises, followed by some strengthening exercises and finished off with some stretching that you can do at home with limited equipment. Also, we'll give you different exercises to do at different levels.
The full workout takes about 20 to 30 minutes, but you can pick and mix and repeat as many times as you'd like. Adding that extra bit of physical activity every day will help you have more energy, be more alert and feel mentally and physically better. We've designed this little workout for you with primary care staff in mind, but if you've got an office job, if you work long hours and you're in a busy job, then this is perfect for you as well. We hope you enjoy.
This is the cat camel. Start in an all four position, pushing your spine as high as you can do, and then tucking down as low as you can do, pushing your hips back as high as you can again, and then dropping the hips back nice and low. This is the world's greatest stretch. Start in a press up position, driving one knee out to your elbow, dropping through the other hip, opening up the hip as much as you can do, chest up nice and tall. This is the bird dog. Again, starting in all four positions, driving one arm as high as you can do, up to shoulder level. Maintain your balance throughout, engaging the core. Kicking the alternate leg out as far as you can do, again, bringing it down nice and controlled. This is the multi-directional lunge. We're starting lunging out into a forward position, dropping down the front leg at 90 degrees and the back leg also at 90 degrees. And then we're going to go out to the side, taking a step out to the side, keeping the knee out towards the toes, back into the middle, and then back out to the other side. Again, trying to maintain that neutral spine, chest up nice and tall, looking straight ahead. You should feel this in your hips and your inner thigh. This is the elevated press up. So we're going to need a sturdy table that you again can press against the wall to make it nice and sturdy. All we're going to do again is get into a press up position onto the toes. We're going to slowly lower our upper body down to the table and press out nice and controlled. This is a great way to start to learn the press up position, engaging the core all the way through and making sure the elbows are slightly tucked just to protect the shoulders. This is the eccentric press up. So we're going to start in a press up position and lower our body slowly as we can do into that bottom position. We're going to go down to our knees and we're going to reset in that top position again, lowering down nice and controlled into that position. Again, engaging that core on the way down, maintaining a nice neutral spine. Again, elbows tucked. This is a squat to chair with hands out in front, lowering down, bending at the hips, and then coming straight back up into that standing position. Again, we're making sure that the heels are staying on the floor throughout the whole exercise and our knees are not coming too far forward, maintaining a nice neutral spine, looking straight ahead, chest up nice and tall. Again, this is a great way to start learning the squat position and how low you should go. This is the next progression, a bodyweight squat. So we're going to go again, similar to squat to chair, hands out in front as much as you can do, hips back as far as you can do in that bottom position, and then coming straight back up again. The knees are fine to go past the toes as long as the heels are staying on the floor. Keeping our chest up nice and tall and our back nice and flat. So for this next exercise, you will need a band that can be purchased for a few pounds and are a useful addition for home workouts. This is a half kneeling single arm row. We're maintaining a half kneeling position, hips forward, chest up nice and tall. Pulling the elbow back as far as you can do, squeezing the shoulder blade back, nice and controlled on the way back into position. The next exercise is the bent over row. Again, you can use the black band we used in the last exercise. We're going to wrap it under our feet in equal distance on either side. We're going to be in a bent over position, keeping a nice flat back, hips towards the wall. I want to pull our elbows back as far as we can do, squeezing the shoulder blades, keeping that chest up nice and tall, and a nice flat back. The next exercise is the glute bridge. We're going to start with our back on the floor, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to drive the hips up as high as we can do, driving through the heels, making sure we're pushing through the hips and we're not overarching our back, and we can feel the exercise in our glutes. So for this next exercise, you are going to use a chair or something of around about bench height. You're going to, again, put the middle part of your back on the bench. Again, walking your feet out to make sure your heels are still on the floor. We're dropping the hips down as low as we can do into position, and then driving the hips up as high as we can do. So increasing range of motion in that top position, so nice and low into that bottom position. Hips as high as we can do in that top position, making sure we are looking and facing forward throughout the entire exercise and not overarching the back. The next exercise is a core exercise and it's called the dead bug. So we're going to bring the legs up to a 90-degree angle. Again, arms up in front of the body, and we're going to alternate bringing the arm out as far as we can do overhead and the alternate leg, bringing it right back into the middle, making sure we are pressing the lower back into the floor and keeping the core engaged throughout. The next exercise is the dead bug with a band. You can attach the band to a fixed point. Bring the band above your head, keeping it at shoulder level. Bringing the legs up to 90 degrees, and you're keeping the arms in a fixed position. Bringing the legs out as far as you can do, nice and controlled on the way back in, and just alternating legs. The next exercise is the reverse lunge. This is a little bit more friendlier for the knees, as the knees are not traveling forwards, they're traveling backwards. So you are, again, taking a step back into a 90-degree position, 90-degree flexion in the front leg and in the back leg. Chest up nice and tall. Go as far back as you feel comfortable. Again, these lunges can be a little bit smaller if need be. The next exercise is another single leg exercise called the rear foot elevated split squat. We're going to use a chair or a bench, elevating the back leg. We're going to make sure our front leg is still on the the heel is still on the floor. We're going to go down as low as we feel comfortable in that bottom position, making sure the heel again is still in contact with the floor and not putting weight onto the toe. Again, go as low as you feel comfortable. Switch legs, maintaining your balance throughout. The next section is the stretches, and we're going to start off with a pigeon stretch, so bringing the knee out in front, leg across the body, trying to maintain a nice flat back, chest up nice and tall, and you should feel the stretch in your hamstrings and glutes. This is really useful for people that are experiencing some back discomfort or back pain. And alternate legs, holding for around about 8 to 10 seconds each side. The next stretch is the hip stretch. So we're going to bring again the leg out in front into a half kneeling position. All we're going to do is engage the hips, bring the hips forward. Again, try and keep a nice upright posture. Take it as far as you feel comfortable. Again, holding for 8 to 10 seconds each side. The next one is a hamstring stretch. Again, we can use a chair to ensure the stretch is a good one. So we're going to pop the leg out, digging the heel into the chair. We're going to maintain a nice flat back, chest up nice and tall, and just hinge forward at the hips rather than round in the back. So you feel a big pull in the back of the leg. Lean as far forward as possible, making sure you don't go too far till the stretch hurts. The next stretch is the thoracic stretch for the mid back. We're going to start using a chair. We're going to put our elbows on the chair. The idea is to tuck the head through the little gap we've created, sitting the hips back as far as we can do, trying to touch our shoulder blades at the back with our hands, dropping as low as you feel comfortable. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'd love to hear how exercise is helping you feel better.
To let us know how you're doing, ask us any questions, or you've got any new suggestions for videos, please leave a comment below. Thank you.